Okay, let's take a peek at Module 2 here and kind of revisit the things that are out here, but I have added some things. So if I can have everybody's attention, I want to make sure that you know where things are located. I have tried to, because there is kind of a lot of information, I've tried to centrally locate everything in the learning plan rather than, putting it in different places. So learning plan. Some of this is still there from the last time. We went over the tolerances and fits handout. We looked at the video and we have the handout for the Arbor Press details. That's the one that is like the, let me see here. It's this one. I'll show you underneath my camera. It's this handout right here. That's the one that they're referring to. This is the details handout. This is a page out of your tech drafting book, and it has pictorial of the assembly up here. We have one in the room here as well. So I know some people have been touching and feeling it. And then you've got all the details for, all the individual parts on here. And so our job is going to be putting that assembly together, drawing all the details, and then making the detail drawings as well. Let me go back over here. As we look down here, tonight, I'm going to be showing you this frame procedure for the Arbor Press. It's not a full comprehensive procedure for the beginning to the end. It really focuses mostly on the loft of the arm, because that's really probably the most complicated, I'm going to say, but I have it laid out for you so that, and I'll go over it with you guys as well. We're also going to be looking at that pinion shaft as well. So I'm going to show you how to build that one. That's the one that has the gear teeth around it. Then you're going to notice what I did add were the drawing guides, okay? You guys haven't had me for CAD classes, but I always like doing this because it's not so much an answer key, but I think a lot of times, first of all, what are all the elements that we need to make sure that are on a good drawing? So these drawing guides are exactly that for you. Let's take a peek at a couple of them. The first one that I have here is the assembly drawing, okay? I'm going to zoom out here a little bit. Making sure we have a good bill of material. It's going to automatically populate the part number for you, okay? And if I'm actually going to turn my camera off. So those who are there, you guys can do that too. I'm going to minimize this and kind of push it out of the way. But if I zoom in here, you're going to notice that I have the descriptor or the description and the part number in there. As long as you saved your part with the part number and not the description or the part name, this column will populate appropriately for you, okay? What will be in here as well is going to be the call up for the hardware, but then you just double click that. Just make sure you preserve the link, and then you can put in, the call outs for it. So use this as your guide for the assembly. Okay. You do have to do 3 views of the assembly because you need it to be able to balloon everything and be able to see, and then have a pictorial up here, and then like the bill of material and the title block filled out. Oh shoots, I didn't mean to go back that far. Another one that I want to point out to you, I have this one at the bottom. This one is of the frame, okay? Now, this is actually last year's. I didn't do the SolidWorks version just yet, but it's going to be the same, essentially. This one was done on Creo, but it doesn't really change the fact that all the same dimensions are going to be on here. I'm going to talk to you when we talk about building this part. I did change the bottom a little bit. It's a design change that is similar to what we have here in the room. And I thought it was a little bit more simple to design. So rather than trying to figure out what they're trying to say on that drawing for that under part. So we'll talk about that when we talk about the design. There's something on this particular drawing. There is a note here. Okay. I can't do the back key, otherwise it goes that way. There is a note, and it says, this is not a complete drawing. I mean, as far as the basic dimensions are there, it's fine, but there's not tolerances on it for the bores and things that we had specifically looked at in our practice problems. So those aren't in there. And the second thing that's not on there is the GD&T. We're not going to be talking GD&T tonight because I got enough for you guys to look at this evening. But next week, Tuesday, when we meet, we're going to be talking about the places where GD&T is going to be used in the drawings that we do. So those will be adders that we do after this evening. Okay. And then you're going to notice that I'm going to just pick a random one in the middle here. This is number 40. I forget. Oh, this one is that that faceplate. This one's going to have GD&T on it because it's going to be locating the holes that we see here. So we'll discuss this on Tuesday, what the values will be, but you can put the dimensions in place if you wanted to start creating the drawings and such. I do have the drawing borders up here in our course, just so you know. So these are WCTC borders. They are not the same ones that you would have used in Ryan's class or the previous. These are ones that I created so that the part number fills based on the file name. Okay, so it's a there's a little automation there. Okay, and I think they're a little fancier, quite honestly. I put the official symbol in there and stuff like that. So please use these borders. Those are the ones that I want you to capture. So I just wanted to let you know that I have those out there. So as you get done with the models, you can start making the drawings, okay? And again, using all of our good drafting techniques, okay? Any questions about the learning plan? All right, so just a couple adders that I have there. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this recording and I'm going to start a new one looking specifically at first our opinion shaft, okay?